This is a tricky problem because most of our tricks that we use to compare these fractions and decimals to each other won't work for this problem or will take too much time. For example, sometimes we can compare fractions to see if they're greater than or less than 1, but all of these fractions are less than 1 because their numerators are less than their denominators. Their denominators are also going to be tricky to get to match. We can't really find a least common denominator between these four numbers. Well, we could, but it would just be a very big number and would take a lot of multiplication that would waste time. So the best possible option is going to be changing our numerators, actually, which we don't have to do too often, but changing our numerators to all be the same so that then we can compare their denominators. And when we're comparing denominators, remember that the smaller the denominator value, the greater the total value of the fraction. So let's start. We have 12 over 13. We would need to divide both the top and bottom by the value of the numerator. Divide it by 2, because then we would have 2 divided by 2, which would give us 1. And then we'll have to calculate the denominator. I'll come back to that in just a second. Then we have 1/8, which is good exactly as it is. It already has 1 in the numerator. Then we have 4 over 30. If we divide the top and bottom by 4, we will get 1 over, a number we'll come back to in just a minute. Then 3 over 25, same thing. Divide the top and bottom by 3. We'll get 1 over something. So now let's go over to long division. For our first one, we have 2 goes into 13. 2 goes into 13 6 times. 2 times 6 is 12. We subtract, we get 1. 2 cannot go into 1, so we have to add a decimal, add a 0, and bring it down. 2 can go into 10 5 times evenly with no remainder, making our denominator here 6.5. I know it's not ideal to have decimals mixed in with our fractions, but this is just for comparison's sake. Then we have 30 divided by 4 in our third option. 4 goes into 30 how many times? Can go in 7 times. 4 times 7 is 28. We subtract, we get 2. 4 cannot go into 2, so we add a decimal, add a 0, and bring it down. 2 can go into 40 5 times evenly with no remainder, meaning that the denominator here would be 7.5. And then for our last one, 3 and 25. 3 can go into 25 8 times. We would subtract and get 1. 3 cannot go into 1, so we add a decimal, add a 0, bring it down. 3 can go into 10 3 times. And here we're going to start to repeat because we're going to just keep adding zeros, keep getting 10, so it's 8.333 repeating. So now I'm going to take all of our denominators and stack them vertically on each other so we can check their value. We have 8, 8.33, 7.5, and 6.5. Now that we have all of our denominators stacked up, remember that we are looking for the lowest value, which means we are looking for a higher number, because the higher the number of a denominator, the higher the value of a denominator, the less the overall value of the fraction is. So be very careful with that. If we take a look at our first digit in the ones place, we can see that 7 and 6 should be eliminated, and our highest numbers are 8 and 8. Now we can go on to the next digit, which would be 0 and 3. The one with the highest number is 3, making 8.33 our correct answer, which corresponded to answer choice